Hi, welcome back. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. Today I'd like to review a Dewalt cordless jigsaw. It is the DCS331. And when we have a number of Dewalt batteries for our drills and other things, and we're thinking of a cordless jigsaw, well, guess what? Let's look at the same brand because we can buy the tool or the bare tool only. And that's what I did. This is the Jigsaw. It has a lot of capabilities which I'll review with you. It has basically every function and capability as their corded model. Has a lot of power, and we're going to actually walk it through its paces and see how it works. The tool itself comes with a few features. It does come with a splinter guard, and I'll show you how that goes in. It's a little challenging. And it comes with two blades. It comes with a fast and clean wood cutting blade and a thick metal blade. Notice these have the Bosch type T blade that fits into these saws. Ergonomically, the saw has an excellent grip. It is a heavy duty molded motor enclosure, but the main parts of the tool are all die cast metal. It has a stamped steel base plate and I believe stainless steel rollers for the oscillating portion. This part seems very strong, very heavy duty, and I think is a tool that could last for many years, and particularly when used on a daily basis. The splinter guard fits into the base in this way. These tabs fit into this slot, and I'll click it in here in a second. A little challenging, at least for me. Whoop. And there it fits into that slot. And the best blade for that would be a relatively narrow blade, and because of its position, it's probably a good idea to use it at the zero oscillating level. Otherwise, it's going to cut into the splinter guard and cause some issues. But it also comes out pretty easily, but you have to take the scratchless base off of this. The scratchless base is a nice feature. If we're cutting on some fine materials or some furniture or something that we want to protect, this is really nice. This is an ultra high density ABS plastic. It fits on like this and is ready to go. It's really, I think this will wear well, and it provides a scratch free surface, which I think is really nice. The dust blower is an on-off lever right here. Some of the other cordless jigsaws don't have a dust blower, and that's one thing that I think is really nice. The blower comes right out of this hole. That's where the air comes out. In addition, it has 4 oscillating positions: 0, 1, 2, and 3 for maximum oscillation. The greater the oscillation, the more rapid the cut, but the more splinter prone the cut. The finer cut is done with minimal or no oscillation. Slower, but a finer cut. All of the newer jigsaws have a toolless operation for blade changing. There is a lever here that is activated by this lever in the nose. And I'll show you how these blades go in. The lever in the nose is pulled strongly forward. The blade fits into this position and then locks in, and that is locked. And you got to be sure that you put it so it's between the guides of the wheel for the oscillation. Batteries go into this just like they do with every other unit. This is a safety, locked, on. It does not have a continuous on button, it has a safety button. And you can see in this position it's red, there it's safe. So let's take a look at the relative oscillations of the blade. This is 0. and this is 3. So the blade is actually moving forward as well as up and down. And that forward motion is guided by this steel arm. All the parts in this, including the blade change, are steel. They're very heavy duty, and look at this front bumper guard. This is strong, and I think will protect this from accidental drops, falls, and other things. This also has a keyless bevel change. This, or a toolless, this lever, when pushed to this position, allows the base to be moved forward, pivoted, and listen, it has variable ball bearing detents that you can lock it in position at standard angles. 15, 30, 45, and of course 0. 0 is where we're going to use this 99% of the time, obviously, but it has these other options. That is a good feature, very heavy duty. You can adjust this. There are 2 Allen keys here. The smaller one that you loosen is 3 millimeters, and then the one inside for the adjustment is 4. I did have to loosen mine slightly to let the angle of the base change really easily, and then it locks by pushing this back, and it holds it right in position at 0. That 0 is the one locked position, but it has ball bearing detents at those other angles that I discussed. This is a piece of Western red cedar. We'll lock it in, and we'll use this first on the 0 setting and take a look and see how it cuts. Pretty effortless. This is a fairly soft wood. Now let's go ahead and bring it up to the 3rd oscillation maximum, and you can see that cuts considerably faster, but look, it leaves a much more ragged edge. And you can see the dust being blown off because I've got the dust blower on. Let's try this in some pine. Here's a pine 2x4, and watch it cut here. We'll have it back to 0 oscillation with the blower on. It cuts through that pretty mightily. Now, let's bring it to 3. And I think we're going to see quite a fast cut on this one now. And I'm pushing, basically, feeding it as fast as it'll tolerate it. Quite a bit faster. But again, a jagged edge. So, speed, high position of the oscillation. Fine cut, lowest position, 0 or 1. And this is your variable speed control. It's very easy, because the over-molded grip is very ergonomic. This is big, strong, heavy duty. And interestingly, I'm going to put it on lock. When you put your finger here to balance it, this battery is pretty ideal. I'm not faking it here. This thing basically balances in a perfect position with the base plate level. I'm pretty impressed with that. There's been a lot of thought that's gone into that. So this completes the review of the Dewalt 20 volt max cordless jigsaw, the DCS331. Again, strongly made, probably very good for daily use, construction site use. It's very durable, very well protected, and very strongly made with this cast steel for all the important moving parts, and then the batteries, or the motor and battery, are in plastic containers, protecting them with a very nice grip, over molded rubber grip. So I think this is a great value. If we've got 20 volt Dewalt batteries, good night. This is the one to get. I think this will last for many, many, many years. and it has really all the features we might want. In addition, there's a slot here, of course, for an edge guide, and you can purchase an edge guide for this. There's a screw that will hold it in position so you can have more of a consistent edge cut. But I find that we use those very rarely. Basically, this is the tool configuration that we're going to use in the majority of cases, as well as the 0-degree tilt for the bed. And this is it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment. Please click like if you liked it. I think this is a very high quality tool. Cost about $140, but I think it's going to get a lifetime of use. Stay safe.